become a Democrat or a Republican. It's not something that you just of a sudden you start. No. So, and what you say today will count against you tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
So, but in our own climb here, it's a different ball game entirely. So,
I mean, you can say something and go
Dele
scot-free.
Momodu, let me tell you what is happening. Dele Momodu, these are people that are relying on the old glory. And what is the old glory? Though he's a very good journalist, he was a very good journalist of the then National Concord, Abiola's Concord. These are the people that they now, that old glory of 1993 presidential Abiola's election. So they fought, there were the people in Nadeco. So, and they are reaping that benefit of that struggle. So today now he's vying, he said he's vying for this, but the most surprising thing to me is not even the throwing in to say he's contesting, but in PDP. You understand? So it shows that they lack ideology. If Dele Momodu that we used to know is someone that, this, for crying out loud, you see, this is someone that has been a pro Ganifa. It's like if Ganifa of the blessed memory should be alive today, do you think he will align himself with Buhari? Do you think he will align himself with PDP? Rather, he will castigate them because he's more of socially inclined, a socialist inclined. You understand? Then these people are more of conservative. So it's like someone that moves from the left to the right. So let's see how it goes. Whether, you know, like Rotimi Amechi once said on a Channels TV, one of the program he was hosted, he said, look, political parties here in Nigeria is just a platform to aspire and run for an office. So it's not like something that is based on ideology. If it is based on ideology, a lot of all these things we see today now, somebody is in the PDP, somebody tomorrow you end up here. You know, all these things, it doesn't all go well for us. That's what you're saying.
Well, 2 Israeli officers were killed by mistake by one of their own troops during a security patrol near their base in the occupied West Bank, according to Israel.
It's unfortunate
so sad.
If you know the nation of Israel is a nation that came into being through the war. And every citizen of Israel his mind is trained towards knowing that, look, war can break out at any time. So it's in that situation that their own forces now open fire on 2 officers, one a major and the other one a different rank in West Bank, occupied West Bank. They thought it was Palestinians that were coming to attack them, then they now open fire on them. It's a sad development. But I could tell you this, for a fact, Israel will investigate this thing, and it will never happen again. That is a serious nation. It can never happen again. Remember some few months ago, there was jailbreak. 4 Palestinians dug a tunnel and escaped from one of the highest fortified prison in the world, and they escaped. So a serious nation like Israel, it will never happen again. They cannot. Next time now they will devise a means whereby even if their soldier is coming from kilometers, far kilometers, something would at least will signal that this is our own.
Well, Russia versus NATO. Let's talk about that. Russia says NATO talks unsuccessful. Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said on Thursday that the 2 rounds of discussions so far in Geneva and Brussels had produced some positive nuances, but that Moscow was looking for concrete
agreement. So you see, the problem, this particular problem started far back in 2013, 2012, 2013. Ukraine has been part of former USSR, and Ukraine, they share some similarity with the Russians. They speak their Russian language together. So up to now, Russia see Ukraine as a small brother. But the problem now started from 2014, whereby there was an economic agreement between Russia and Ukraine. The Ukrainian, they now went and revolt and removed the pro-Russia president that they had. After they removed him, they now moved towards West, towards Europe, towards EU, which Russia is seeing it as a slap on them. So, and to be sincere to ourselves, Ukraine has been trying to move to become a member of NATO. NATO was an organization that sprang out of the old Cold War. So the Russia now is now the only formidable nation that came out from USSR. So for Ukraine to become a member of NATO is like Russia taking the risk of exposing its border to the West to invade at any time. So what NATO is now, what Russia is now saying is that, look, if you allowed Ukraine to become a member of NATO, we won't take it. We would rather go to war. So, and what they did, they now massed up over 100,000 soldiers of their soldiers at the borders with Ukraine. That is what is causing the present tension now. So NATO is now saying that, look, Ukraine is a sovereign nation. You can't dictate to a sovereign nation where they want to belong to in terms of security. And that is why Russia is saying, look, and we will not accept it. For us to pull back our troops, we must sign an agreement, a concrete agreement that Ukraine cannot be member of NATO. That is where the long head is. They are having their disagreement. So you understand, it's a very serious problem. Very serious. Remember that Russia is a nuclear powered nation.
Yeah. So
at a little problem, it will become a world war. So we should just be prayerful.
Prayerful and careful.
Yeah.
Senior Boris urged PM to quit after party apology. Well, he is facing calls from senior Tories.
You don't see why Nigerian politicians will never accept responsibility. And they would never accept wrongdoing for anything. You understand? What happened was that during the lockdown in 2020, Boris Johnson, his staff, the Prime Minister, at the Downing Street, they had a party. That was in May 29 also. They had a party, a mini party at the garden. And the Prime Minister took a walk down to the party. Within, just like in Aso Rock here, you now go to Buhari now, will now go to the garden there to where his staff are doing a mini party. So he went there, and a few minutes, he now went back to his office. So, and that is what is causing problem now. Said he, during the time, these are serious nations. They are not like us. The whole nation UK was under lockdown. And you people are doing party. That is the basis of the argument now. So I saw it on BBC this morning when they were interviewing his own constituents, and they were saying, no, that he must resign. So the difference now is that at the parliament, at the parliament, he now came up and owned up. So look, that he accepts the responsibility for what if what happened is wrong, then I accept. I took the responsibility for it. But if despite the apology now, that is why he's so. And you know what? It's his own party that are trying to crucify him now, pushing him that he must resign, he must step aside. So do you foresee that in our Nigeria situation? No. Do you think even the PDP that is telling you that, look, we are coming, the APC is not good, we are like, do you foresee a situation whereby PDP one day will stand and say, look, for what happened in 2006, take for instance like the killing of Bola Ige, a minister, a serving minister was killed, and up till now, nobody could say, okay, we are sorry for what happened. Do you foresee a situation where one day that PDP will now say, this minister that was killed under our regime, we have done wrong? Do you foresee that? But you have a prime minister that now came out and said, no, look, I'm sorry.
He's taking responsibility.
I'm taking responsibility for this thing that happened. The whole nation cannot be under lockdown, and we will be doing merriment.
I think in Nigeria we have more of excuses rather than taking responsibilities. Responsibility of our actions.
You can't blame.
Make excuses.
It's because of the kind of to me, it's the kind of politics we play here.
And we do a lot of cover-ups.
Cover up all this is because of winners take all. You understand? We tend to like our politics here is more of once you become a winner, you take everything. and the person that is struggling to come inside, he will do all his best to make sure that he push you down. So that is the problem with us here. So you already know what you are. Okay, you see, a politician here will sell a house, will sell his industry to vie for an office. If that place is not lucrative, do you think he will do that? And you are expecting that kind of person to say sorry for wrongdoing? He will not. So we should go back to the drawing board and check ourselves. That is what I've seen so far.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, before we move on, let's just take a few tweets from the hashtag Twitter ban. There've been a lot, so we had to get a few interesting ones. Yes, this is from Mavi. Mavi says, "Happy crossover Twitter, Nigeria." Quite funny. And another one says, this from Now of Lagos. "Nigerians moving back to Twitter for Nigeria after spending 3 months in Twitter for diaspora." We'll move to another one from Obalola. "Canada and US, when they see their online population is reduced by half," and there's this facial expression that the person inserted. From Pulse, Nigeria. "VPN companies to Nigerians right now." Well, that's a picture, is not up on the screen now. And this is from Luke Man. "Deleting your VPN is not a wise decision. FG is not to be trusted, imagine. Only if you're using iPhone 6 16 gigabyte, you can delete it to have space on your phone." I mean, I read that and I was like, FG is not to be trusted.
It's something is disturbing. You understand? Let's be sincere to ourselves. When you have a government that you don't trust, it's not even about government. It's not about Buhari. It's not about Obasanjo or Goodluck Jonathan or anything. It seems as if Nigerians, we don't have confidence in our country. Let's be sincere. How can you, if you don't have confidence, I mean, if you don't believe in your country, how do you make that country good? You understand? If you decide to take sample of opinion of Nigerians, go to the street to take sample of opinion of Nigerians. Federal government versus Twitter. Most people, they will castigate the government of Nigeria. Most people, they will castigate government of Nigeria. So we have a lot of work to do here. We need reorientation. Our orientation should be changed. We need reorientation whereby our orientation should be changed. We should start seeing Nigeria as our own. The same way you will see your husband as yours, your husband will see you as he is. We should start seeing Nigeria as our country that we must love and we must. And then again, that civic education must be there. But again, it's because the nation itself has not been there for Nigerians. Some of us that of the older generation, we are fortunate to attend public primary school. Readers were given to us. They call it readers, exercise book, textbook, and exercise book. They gave us uniform. They gave us free of charge.
I received textbooks too.
So if hadn't been that process continued till now, people will see Nigeria as their own. So you can imagine that Twitter that he doesn't have confidence, doesn't believe, doesn't trust his government. Say, look,
so
don't delete your VPN. Allow it to be there.
That's so pathetic.
That government could do that. It means that government tomorrow could do worse thing. So that it's not good. It's not a good omen at all. It's not a good omen. Federal government need to have a system whereby we believe in Nigeria. That is the only way we can build Nigeria. Like I told you this morning, there must be red line. That red line, nobody should cross it. If you cross it, it's like you are putting hand in the eye of every Nigerian. So let's see it.
Not done yet. This is from Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki. After 222 days, I am glad that the federal government has finally reconsidered and reversed the Twitter ban. With this reversal, the young people who conduct legitimate business on this platform can once again pursue their various endeavors and exercise their right to freedom of
this
speech.
Again bring about that celebrities, that aspect of celebrities. Thank God Nigerians are very smart. You understand? You can't work on our psyche. You can't work on our brain. Bukola Saraki has been in the government. He was Senate president before. So now you can see that all of them are trying to be pro masses, pro people. So you understand? But they have their own hidden agenda. These are people that they are opportunists. So what do you expect him to say? So if he's in that seat, as the president of Nigeria, he will even do worse thing. So that is it. So Nigerians should be vigilant. They should be aware of wolves in sheep skin.
Yes. Queen Esther Leo Anusi, not federal government lifting the Twitter ban 13 months to election, so they can come back and use the same social media to campaign.
Is that not what I told
Affliction,
you?
I mean, this is funny. Affliction shall not rise a second time. Keep it on. Well, this is from Raf. Raf Day for you. People who left after Twitter ban applying for forgotten password. I mean, I'm a victim. When I go to Twitter this morning, I tried to
remember your password.
I mean, I tried to log in, and everything I was just doing was just bouncing back.
Yes.
I could not get my password
You have to start retracing back your steps. You start cracking your brain.
222 days, man.
Yeah.
It's quite much.
It's much.
Anthony A. Level. Shout out to the only governor that kept tweeting despite the Twitter ban. All other governors, including sadly most PDP governors, complied with a dictator's ban, even when they should have defied it and stood with the people. At Sheyi Makinde. I mean, Sheyi Makinde kept on tweeting through.
You see, it's let's be sincere to ourselves.
Realistic, yeah.
In this case now, government is not once a government is being formed, that government is ceased to be a government for either PDP or APC.
Government for the people.
Government for the people. So whereby whatever policy decision, especially policy statement, such as the ban on Twitter, supposed to be respected by everybody, irrespective of either you belong to this or you belong to that. But just like we said, we seems not to love our nation, and we don't love our nation because of what? Because of some obvious reasons. So we need reorientation. So to me, Sheyi Makinde is one of the executive in Nigeria. He's a governor. Let's be sincere to ourselves. If ordinary Nigerians could circumvent the process, we don't expect the governor to do the same. So it's not something that will celebrate. It's shameful. It's shameful. Let's be sincere to ourselves. He's a governor. Governor is somebody that's supposed to lead, and over 4 million or 5 million.
But I want to say something. According to report, he kept on speaking for the youths.
It doesn't matter. You understand? A policy is a policy. It's just like when America will say, okay, we are banning travelers from Nigeria, or we are banning Americans from going to America, going to Nigeria. Then you see, somebody will now say that, no, I'm going.
You in the government?
Yeah, government. They say that I'm going to Nigeria. What are you trying to prove? So let's be sincere to ourselves. It's not a good thing.
It's not something to celebrate. Okay, thank you all for staying with us on this program. I am Dayo Olujiwo, and of course, Uncle Mustafa Lala.
Thank you. We look more to this program.
Of course, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles. Twitter, we are back on Twitter at Aspheric
Congratulations.
News.
Let me tell you congratulations for being back. At least Aspheric tried, they comply.
Yes, we really did. I mean, other media outlets were
they were there now,
using VPN and all, but we just decided to keep it, follow the rules and regulations, because that is what we stand for. We stand for orderliness and truth. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.